Hey, what is going on guys? My name is Nort, and today, as you can see, I'm at the tram stop, and perfect timing as well, because what can we see just coming up the tracks? That's right guys, there is a tram on the way, because what we're going to do in today's video is a quick experiment to see if speed nerfs or speed boosts can essentially affect the tram in GTA 5, because we all know, as you can see, just let me go in front of the tram, we all know that if you go in front of the tram, it will stop, okay? Everyone knows that. But if you shoot it, it suddenly becomes invincible to anything. And this has kind of similar traits to the train. The only thing different is that we know it can be stopped if you stand in front of it, but if you shoot it, then it's pretty much unstoppable. And that's exactly what we're going to do in today's video. And we're just going to see the outcome of this, because the tram is certainly a pretty interesting vehicle. And before we get into this video, guys, I just want to let you know about a secret trick you can do at home. Every now and then, one out of so many of you guys will hear a secret noise if you press that like button. So make sure you guys hit that like button just below this video and let me know in the comments if you hear that very secret noise. It only happens to a few of you guys, 100% legit, promise you, 100%, not joking guys. But let's get straight into this, let's have some fun. And wait, I almost forgot, I've literally just started a brand new giveaway. So if you guys want to enter into it, click the link in the description below. I'm giving away an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4 to whoever wins it, and this giveaway literally launched just a few hours ago. So if you guys want to enter into it, like I said, it's absolutely free. It takes just a few seconds to enter as well. Click the link in the description below if you guys would like to be a part of that. But let's just get straight into things. And wow, another tram has just arrived. These trams are coming around pretty fast, so I think what we're going to do is just quickly go to a test zone just to show you guys exactly what this is all about. But before we get into this guys, I just want to quickly ask you for your thoughts about this challenge. Do you think that speed strips or speed nerf strips will affect the tram whatsoever, or do you think they won't affect the tram? Let me know in the comments section below. I'll reply to as many of you guys as I possibly can do, and we'll see how many of you guys are correct with your guess to the outcome of this challenge. But let's not waste any more time and let's get straight into things. So this is where we're gonna test things out quickly. It's just the airport, it's a really empty space. So what I was gonna show you guys is the speed strip. So I think it's literally called speed. And yes, they're right here. So this is the speed strip. So what we're going to do is just quickly place a few of these down just to show you guys the normal effects of these speed strips essentially. So every single one of them is exactly the same. It just, some of them will have 4 of them together, one will have 1 together, etc. So it really doesn't matter which one you choose, they will all do the exact same thing. So just make sure you guys are aware of that. If I get the one with 4 speed strips or the one with 1, they will all do the exact same thing. It's just the one with 4 speed strips is basically a way of saying that it doesn't really matter which one you go on, it will boost you and you have a better chance of being boosted. So these are the ones we're going to use on the tram. And then just next to it, I'm going to place down the other thing we're going to use on the tram, and this is actually called a brake pad. Now I'm not too sure exactly what Rockstar called this, so I think, is it slow? Props, oh yes, it's these. Okay, perfect. So this is the other thing we're going to use. I think let's go for this one just for now, guys. We'll go for this one, and I'm going to place down a few of these as well. And we'll just kind of take a look and examine the normal effects of hitting into these things with whatever vehicle you have. And I absolutely love doing experiments with these guys, because experiments with speed strips and just speed nerfs as well, it brings out so many unexpected outcomes. And to be honest, I honestly think that this might stop the tram for good, or at least slow down the tram. And even better, guys, imagine if the tram went over the speed strip here and it just went flying like into another direction. That would be awesome. So as you can see, I've got my 811, and just as we hit the speed strips, boom, there we go. The acceleration, I'm not even touching the keyboard now, it slings the vehicle off into another direction, okay? So you don't even have to kind of touch your keyboard. It will just keep the vehicle going in another direction, as opposed to just letting go of the keyboard now, and it just kind of rolls to a full stop. So speed strips definitely help out your vehicle. And then, of course, we have brake pads, which once you go over, they will slow down the vehicle. Now, playing around with these on things which wouldn't normally go against these, for example, trains and trams and planes and all those things, is just a really cool experiment, which is why why I decided, you know what, let's bring back the tram and let's put this over both of these things to find out exactly what happens. So now we know exactly what happens just on a normal basis if you were to go into these things. Let's head back over to the tram track and let's get this experiment going. So I'll see you in just a second. Okie dokie, so we're back at the tram track. I'm not entirely sure where I want to place down these speed strips. I think I'm going to do them here though. And perfect timing, guys. There's literally a tram right next to us. So before we place these down, I'm going to quickly show you guys another mod I've also installed. This basically allows me to enter any tram. So we can see exactly what happens when we drive it. And we can also see exactly what happens when the autopilot will drive this as well. So as you can see, we're just driving the tram. All good, all good. Let's quickly slow down a little bit. I'm going to quickly hop out of that. We'll let the driver take the place back. And I think what we're going to do is just get to work. And you know what? This is a really good space to work with as well. So I think we're just going to place down all of our things on this sort of strip of the track. I think that's going to be perfect. The world speed is on 0.0. Okay, so nothing can come at us right now. Okay, perfect. It's going the slowest possible. This means that we're not going to get bombarded or invaded with anything during this. So let me just quickly try and find something really big, which we can use to block off this track from anything else. Trees, no, oh wait, we can use this. Yeah, I think we can use these things. Okay, this is good. Okay, you know, I'm pretty happy with that. So this way, nothing should really invade the tram track. And I mean, I could secure this up a little bit more, but this basically means that cars are not going to come in and out of this. Let me just quickly move my car to... Let's put it over the barrier. Let's put this there or something. So this basically means that nothing should get inside this. Maybe a car might come down this road, but I honestly doubt it will, guys. If it does, we can, of course, move it. Okay, so we're going to place down the speed boosts first, and it doesn't really matter which way they are. Either way, it's still going to go across the boost, and it'll still boost it regardless. So we're just going to place down loads and loads of these along this track. This is going to be interesting. I really hope that these don't screw up. Now, like I said, guys, it really doesn't matter which way these go down, as long as you go across these facing in the forward direction, so it can be any direction as long as it's driving forward, then it should be okay. So it doesn't really matter which direction we put these down in, as long as they're on the tram track and the tram is going forward, it will hit into them regardless. And I think that's pretty good the way we place them down. So what we're going to do now is simply wait for a tram to make its way in. So I'm going to have to speed up time because there is literally a tram right here. So I'll catch you guys in just a second when another tram comes right around the corner. What are the explosions? There's so many. I'm not entirely sure if you guys saw that, but like a truck was going into loads of random cars and each car it touched just blew up. That's so strange. And I think that's kind of like spooked this tram. It looks like the driver has just pretty much bailed or something, because this is so strange what has just happened, because loads of cars were exploding over here and this tram has now stopped. So I think I'm just going to quickly wait for another one. So a tram has just spawned in. It's actually moving this time. So this is the moment of truth. Will speed strips make any sort of a difference to the tram? I'm going to get on board of this tram as well. We're going to just stand on top of this and let's see if we can see any sort of difference. Here we go. Here we go. I can hear something. I can definitely hear something. Are we speeding up, though? I don't know. It's so difficult to tell. I think we are. I'm not joking. I actually think we might be speeding up. Let's just quickly wait until we are off them. Okay, we're off the speed strips. I think that might have actually worked. I'm not going to lie, but just in case, I'm going to use my mod anyway, and let's see if we can see any sort of change. I think the best thing we can do is see if we can see a change at the end of the speed strips, because as you can see, we're going downhill, so of course we're going to go faster. But let's hit into the speed strips and see if we can see any sort of difference. Oh my gosh! Okay, so they definitely do something. I'm going to let go of the key now. I'm going to let go of the key. I'm not touching it. 36 miles an hour. Still 36. Still 36. Okay, so unfortunately... Damn, okay, so it looks like it doesn't do anything to the tram. An entire strip of these speed strips do not do anything to the tram. That's such a shame. We're still going at 10 miles an hour though. That's really, really strange. I thought this would at least change something, because we even saw the speed strips do something to the tram as we went over it. But I guess what we're going to do now is do the speed nerfs and see if we get the same effect with this. We'll see if the speed nerfs can, in fact, stop the tram in GTA 5. So let's do this and let's find out what happens. Boys, what can I see just above the horizon? We have the tram, and I hope these cars do move out of the way, but let's just quickly get on this tram and let's see what happens. It's going in the right direction as well. Can we hear any sort of difference? Can we see any sort of difference? It's on the brake pads. It's not doing anything yet. Oh man, this is so frustrating. So it looks like, although you can hear the speed strips, they don't do anything to the tram. And by the way, guys, we're stopping because there is a car in front of me, not because of the brake pads, but you can't even hear the brake pads when you're on the tram, unlike the speed strips when you could. But that's really surprising. I was not expecting this outcome, but you know what we're going to do? I'm just going to quickly back this up, and we're going to try this out with me inside the tram to make sure this result is as accurate as it possibly can be. So let's just back this up, and let's go into these brake pads to see if we can see any sort of difference whilst we are piloting the tram. Let's go. Oh, hang on. I'm letting go of the keyboard. I'm not pressing anything. Oh, that's so confusing. That's so strange. Oh, car in the way. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Aye, it's gone. That is so strange, though, because as you can see, it doesn't slow down the tram whatsoever, and I'm not even touching the keyboard. You can see my hands. We're not touching the keyboard. The tram is still going. It's still trooping on, and that is seriously so strange. I was not expecting that outcome. I thought that this would do something to the tram, but obviously speed nerf strips, they can't do anything to the tram, which is just super strange. But if you guys did enjoy today's episode, please don't leave it out smashing that thumbs up button, and of course, guys, let me know your thoughts, questions, queries in the comments section below. And if you guys are new here as well, why not subscribe to my channel so you won't miss out on any more awesome stuff just like this on a daily basis. Yeah, until next time, thank you so much for watching, guys. My name is Nort, and stay absolutely awesome. I'll see you guys next time.